Happy Friday, everybody. This is Tracy Armstrong, owner-operator of North Pittsburgh Greeting Company, the area's premier welcome wagon service, welcoming all the new homeowners and new businesses to the ever-growing North Pittsburgh area. Today, I am pleased to be with Evan Rose, owner of Best Buy Uniforms. Evan and Best Buy Uniforms have been part of the business-to-business bag for about 2 years now, so every time a new business comes into town, Best Buy Uniforms is represented in the bag. And Evan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on, Tracy. Happy Friday.
Oh, I enjoy having you. Evan is something that I just love. He's a young entrepreneur here in the Pittsburgh area, and I just love promoting young entrepreneurs because a couple years ago, long time ago, I was a young entrepreneur myself, and it's wonderful just to encourage young entrepreneurs to just keep everything going because small business is the backbone of America. And Evan, just tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
Sure. Yeah, I was born and raised in Harrisburg, PA. Went to Pitt in 2011. So kind of fell in love with the city, just the people, the vibes. And I don't see myself anywhere else at this point. You guys have been trying to make me a Steelers fan since day one. I've resisted, but you're making a strong case this year, so I might have to reconsider. We'll see. My brother's been on me about it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'll get my son in the room and he'll give you, 25 reasons why you must be a Steeler fan, especially this year. And if you're gonna make a home here in Pittsburgh, Evan, you got to believe black and gold. You're a Pittsburgh boy now.
I know. I'll get there. For now, I'm on the bandwagon.
Yes, you will. Evan, when and why did you start Best Buy Uniforms?
So I actually didn't start it. I acquired it a couple years ago. So it was started by the previous owner's father in 1985. Unfortunately, a couple years before he passed. So everybody was telling them, the family, to shut it down, file for bankruptcy, cut your losses. But his kids had other ideas. They were scattered around the country at this point, and they all quit their jobs, came home, and started it from the ground up, essentially, into what it is today, which is probably greater than their father had even ever predicted. And then a couple years ago, they decided to, they were looking to retire, needed to sell the company, and a couple of offers came in of larger companies that pretty much wanted to scrap the business, for parts, mainly the book of business, take the clientele. And when the opportunity presented itself to me, I took a little pride in saying, hey, I can give this company a shot of life like they did 35 years ago, and continue the legacy as their father had intended, as our customers in Pittsburgh and nationwide know and trust. So that was a big opportunity, or a big driving factor in my decision to acquire it. And also, who doesn't love getting free stuff from your company? That was always my favorite day. That was the best day of the year. Everybody got pumped up. They got logoed apparel, polos, mugs, and things like that. And I was like, if I could have the opportunity to work in the industry that is responsible for that anticipation, that building of morale, that's pretty cool, and at least I'll be liked is what I was thinking.
What services do you offer, Evan?
Yeah, so we're essentially a business-to-business provider of logoed apparel and promotional items. So we help businesses with anywhere from the more occupational needs, so chef coats, scrubs, workwear, all the way to the more business casual or casual needs like polos, hoodies, t-shirts, jackets.
And what you're wearing right now.
Exactly, yeah, dress shirts. Oh, I got the wrong side on because of the camera. Yeah, dress shirts. We actually do some suits as well. So pretty much a one-stop shop for anything that a company needs a logo on. We provide it, and then we'll do the silk screening, the embroidery as well. So pretty much one-stop shop, and as well as promotional items such as mugs, stress balls, glassware, things of that nature.
And what makes Best Buy Uniforms different from your competitors?
Yeah, that's a great question. There's a lot of companies that do what we do.
There
Um,
are.
yeah, I think what separates us, one is we've been around for 35 years. So what we lack maybe in size compared to some of our larger competitors, we make up for longevity with
Okay.
the relationships with the manufacturers. So over time, we've developed these relationships. We've negotiated pricing year after year. And to this point, manufacturers tell us that we're in the same pricing tier as some of our larger competitors. So now, we're not as large, but we have competitive pricing, if not lower pricing than the large competitors, just because of the relationships that we've built over time. And you know, they put a lot of emphasis on that, so they treat us well. The other thing is, being around 35 years, is we've been able to narrow down our set of suppliers, our core
Okay.
set of suppliers. So, our we don't have to take risks and deal with a new supplier that we're not sure of the quality, we're not sure of the what our customer is going to think. We dealt with that apparently, I guess, 20, 25 years ago. So without taking those chances, knowing that our customers are going to be happy with the quality of the product, the customers know they're going to be happy with the quality of the product. It's definitely nice to have that core set of suppliers that know and trust us. Also, I mean, we genuinely care. I know that's easy to say, but we do back it up. Like our business is built on every customer becoming a repeat customer.
Mm-hmm.
And we take a lot of pride in that. If a customer forgot to order something that they were supposed to a month ago, and they need it in 3 days, we'll take care of them. You might not get that at with the larger customer companies that have a strict turnaround time. If they need a sample, we'll get a sample. If they accidentally ordered the wrong size for a new employee, we'll make a replacement. So we take a lot of pride in the customer may not always be right, and I'll be the first one to say that, but the customer will always be happy, no matter what, even if they aren't right. And we pride ourselves in just making it a worry-free, stress-free ordering process that at the end of the day they're going to be happy. And
And a lot of
yeah.
times,
Go
and with
ahead.
smaller businesses, I myself am a small business. With smaller businesses, it's a lot of times easier to work with smaller businesses because your large corporations, especially in your entity, you're dealing with this department and that department and this department. And with Best Buy, you're dealing with you. And you personally probably know a lot of your customers, which makes a big difference. It
Yeah.
really does.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, when I've ordered stuff before I had this job and I was in the industry, I would order stuff online. You would get automated messages back. You would upload your logo to a screen that you weren't sure, is that the right size, is that the right location. So yeah, talking to a human being is really nice. And yeah, I'll be with them every step of the process. I joke that I'm the IT guy, and I'm more worried about that than they are, but that's kind of how it rolls.
And now we are coming into the holiday season, which is hard to believe that the holidays are rolling right up. Holiday gifts for employees. A lot of corporations now, big, small, medium, are thinking about wanting to give their employees some gifts. And give us some ideas of what employers can give for their employees as gifts through Best Buy uniforms.
Yeah, so this time of year, obviously it's cold. So fleeces, jackets. A common misconception about wholesale is that we only provide the non-name brand item, but we supply North Face, Eddie Bauer, Nike, so Under Armour. So there's a lot of big time perceived value items with big brands that and any employee would be really excited about. Fleece or jacket, mugs, tumblers are great this time of year for coffee and hot chocolate. And this year, more than most years, we were actually creating a lot of e-commerce pop-up stores.
Okay.
For the holidays. So it's very stressful going around, collecting everybody's sizes, collecting everybody's preferences. What color do you want? and going back and forth in emails, and especially this year with a lot of people working from home.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder to collect things like that. So we'll set up the e-commerce store. You send a voucher code for 25, $50 to your staff. The employee goes on, they order their stuff. It's hands off. It's really easy for everybody involved. So we've been seeing a lot of that this year as well.
Oh, amazing. And do you have any end of the year deals coming up right now?
So this time of year, a lot of the manufacturers are heavily discounting a lot of their items, discontinued items, because they need to make room in the warehouses for the new items. So that's always big for gifting. I mean, there's some nice Under Armour bags and jackets that are being discontinued for the new item. But really, when you talk wholesale, if you see a Nike polo on a clearance rack at a retail store for 75% off, that's wholesale. Welcome to wholesale. So our end of year deal is really year round. Like I said, we could supply the same things that the retail stores are, just heavily discounted. Because if you imagine shopping for yourself this time of year is really stressful, really expensive. Imagine shopping for 25, 50, 75 people. So us giving those discounted prices helps, our customers make that affordable so that they can get their employees something to show appreciation for the year.
That's fantastic. And Evan, say we do have somebody out there watching right now who does need fleeces for, maybe they own an HVAC company and they want new fleeces for their technicians, or a new restaurateur who's looking to update their uniforms. How could somebody get in touch with you and make an appointment with you to get to know more about you and the services that Best Buy Uniforms has to offer?
Yeah, give me a call. I like to, any type of new customer, obviously get you the white glove treatment. I'll come out. I don't drink coffee, but I will sit and watch you drink coffee while I write down your needs. But yeah, I like to do from the beginning all the way to the end of the process, kind of hold their hand, let them know what the process is, get them samples, whatever they need. So give us a call.
Give us your phone number, please,
yeah,
Evan.
Yeah. 412-461-4600. I'm at extension 213.
Okay.
Email's real easy. It's evan@bestbuyuniforms.com. So
and your website, sir.
Yep, www.bestbuyuniforms.com.
And everybody, if you're interested in getting in touch with Evan and would like to utilize his services, all of his contact info will be placed on the comments underneath after we're done with this interview. Well, Evan, thank you so much for talking to me. I've seen your products. I know people have worked with you. Not a single complaint. Everybody raves how professional you are. The quality of your items is top notch, and you're a really great guy. And again, a phenomenal young entrepreneur in the Pittsburgh area. So folks out there, it's more important than ever to support young entrepreneurs because they're our future. And Evan is one of those people who are our future and will help our city and our local economy prosper when we help young entrepreneurs like him prosper. So Evan Rose of Best Buy Uniforms, thank you so much for being with us today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Tracy. Thanks for having me on again. I really appreciate you taking the time.
I miss seeing your face live at networking events. So this is the best way to see you.
Yeah,
we'll be everybody. This was Tracy Armstrong of North Pittsburgh Greeting Company, the key to making the first impression. Thank you and have a great weekend.